Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throw caught by Flowers. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. The quick feet by Jackson. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
On 3rd down, here's Sermon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Richardson on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Alec Pierce from 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped him on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
like, damn, why I get a like yarn? I'm a drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like why, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something, and it feel like church. If the hood got whack and the set with turn. Got a 488 and it glide like dirt. I've been living off golf for the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like goat. Call me Ice Cube, baby, when they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 touring and I'm going no break. I'm done with these hundreds and my thumb got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better live in no game, you should get it. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't getting your sign. True for the mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, don't really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throw a 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. Looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang when you all.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That one a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
action. Now it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's got Allen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to the ground with Hall. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Allen. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
On first down, Richardson. They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. Richardson to the air on first down. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second down and 6 now. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 48 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sideline. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Off play action, Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Richardson to throw off play action. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Put a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Yeah, I'm reading my chats. I'm up here playing the game.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is second and 10.
So far.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I stream every day.
Right on the edge of breaking
sometimes it's really real late at night.
So the defensive guys right now,
this is
we're
one of the
talking
few
about,
times
okay,
I'm always
what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Streaming during the day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come
Right
up
for
on
the
third
follow. I
down.
really appreciate it.
They're going to run this with a tight end.
Hopefully as soon as whenever I'm done with this game, I'll give you a follow back.
Down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert
Smith
with a gain of 4.
Well, not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
I hate when they still cut.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yes, please. I'm always open to suggestions.
Now Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. 2nd down and a yard.
That sounds good.
There, Richardson back to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And they move this way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Richardson going to move him around. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Spirit of Pac-Man.
Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Pierre has conceded the game. Yeah, I can look at some of your work. That's fine. Just gave you a follow, Laura.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Same friends. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy mouth.
Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he brings this out past the 20 to the 24.
Debo trying to get out of here. Then Debo got out of San Francisco. No more Debo on your way to the Super Bowl.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. Let him know he'll be back the very next series.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Forced out to his left.
Slide, nigga, slide.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Richardson now on 3rd and 2.
This to the outside and
Touchdown.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the
got to be kidding me.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they're certainly not shy away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone.
Touchdown. Just touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
I'm trying to listen real quick.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off.
But I'll be back in time. Oh, dang, he almost got in there.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Oh, dang. We may have to start going for 2 now. That was too close.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time
everybody got a
football,
star.
wound up leading to a touchdown.
Give me that. Oh my goodness, I'm sitting right there.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
What are you stopping for? What are you stopping
for? The
for?
27-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for in the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Look at this. Yeah.
Strong run there.
Where's Martin Luther King when we need him?
Inside the 15.
Where's Malcolm X when we need him?
50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Got beat.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead.
I was right. I have a whole goal line. And D-Buck just going to miss the tackle. It's not happening in a real NFL game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
It's a whole stop.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Let's get this touchdown right back, y'all. Let's give him that one-hitter quitter.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
That one-hitter quitter.
You know they're both motivated.
That one-hitter quitter.
Plan for this drive.
Alex Pearson Hart.
Specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And this is how you answer a touchdown at the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. and not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Downs going in motion left. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
Look at that stiff arm.
Bounds, but first he gets
down.
inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Richardson going to change the play here. Here's Richardson to throw on second down. Buying time to his left.
No, you got to be kidding me.
Picked up by
man, come on. First the game stopped. Oh, that's nutty. That's nutty.
His confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously
better give me the safety now.
Was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's nutty.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Two yards to go, second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Purdy to throw it on first down.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh, that's into double coverage.
No, don't jump out. What? Come on. Man. They're forever cheating you, man. What animation? You just gonna grab the ball on the sideline and then just hop out.
Really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both
what kind of football move is
really
that?
catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Richardson now on second down.
Gotcha.
He'll get
Come on. Jonathan Taylor is way faster than that linebacker.
Now we've got a third down and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Beat him, Josh. Beat him.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Hold on to the...
Incomplete. Clock stops with
oh, my goodness. All you got to do is hold on to the ball.
As he leaked down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here Richardson yet again. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's take the lead. 50 yards.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Let's take the lead in.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Out here playing football. Winning the game, being in the lead is a bum move.
Ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You got to get the points. You got to put points on the board. That's the name of the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Oh, come on. How is that not a first?
Take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Richardson going to move him around.
Now Richardson looking to throw on second down. Being
Run,
chased
nigga,
out
what are you
left.
doing? Slide, nigga, slide.
And getting this
What in the
just
world, man?
shy
Come
spotted at the
on.
49. Opted to run.
I'm up here jamming on the square button.
Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They want me to
This
fumble.
entire game waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And now an audible here into something else. Richardson looking to throw this.
Flushed out right.
Slide, slide.
Richardson slides down
Jeez,
after
oh,
evading the
Pete.
defense, and he moves the chains.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football.
So sometimes you gotta
How
cheat
about
to
his
win.
use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Get him.
20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two.
'Cause it's there.
The 10.
That's what you leave me
That
with.
one nearly 30 yards.
So
29
play
officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky.
Play a
at the
dime
start.
3 or something.
They're oiled up now. A nice throw
I'll just
there,
run the
and
ball.
they're really putting together a good drive.
I ain't even got to pass it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Get in there, JT.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor.
Walk right in.
And he'll get into the end zone.
Walk right in with just touchdown.
Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His second touchdown of the
Let's get a
afternoon.
stop.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Come on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So, remember how Craig beat Debo? He didn't use his hands, he used a brick. He hit Debo with a brick.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So this big
Their
nigga,
deficit
hell
a little
no.
wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit.
Hit
because
Debo with
now
a brick.
urgency has
I also want me to use my hands. You see how big Debo is? Hell no, this nigga about to catch this brick.
But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Come here.
That's caught by Jennings.
Come on, man.
It'll go down as a gain of 6.
I let Brock Purdy
second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Purdy from the gun.
Good job.
They're going to get him. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
No.
I'm not sure he pushed forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Richardson on the bootleg here. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alex. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Short field.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock.
How do you get in there?
Can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to Pierce.
Whoa, come on,
completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass taken
in there
by his big tight end.
Roll me into the end zone.
Have first and goal
This is it right here. It's over. Your peer has conceded the game. They love talking crazy, but they know when they're gonna lose. Oh man, I didn't mean to show all that. Sorry about that, chat. I'm going to the gym though. Don't worry. I'll have a 6-pack.
Rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. In the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back and we're underway in Baltimore. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go play action with Jackson.
I got 8 up.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Good job.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Level 2. Just an attitude.
And it's second down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. 2nd and long. Now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the open drive. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson will keep it.
On the rock.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson, options out left.
What in the world? Why people missing that tackle?
Brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sends up a first and goal. So that was all you were looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Henry will take this.
Oh my goodness! I got you on the goal line.
Touchdown.
You think about some of the great goal line bruisers
What in the world?
The Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Richardson. Oh, his first
yeah, right.
Going to be intercepted.
Yeah, right.
Picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six.
Just bounces off of his back.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now this throw caught left side.
Yeah, right.
That's a good bounce.
Yeah, right, 30 inches.
After taking a sack on first down.
It was a whole first down.
But now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
No, come on! How did you miss that pass?
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this was going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
How did you miss that pass?
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go for it.
He does it again.
He will
Thank
have
you.
the conversion and more than that.
Jeez, oh,
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
No different. It's no different than the last play.
65 yards. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now,
where are y'all at, man?
What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They run over center with Mitchell.
And nothing but green grass here.
You got to be kidding me.
A pretty well executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender.
You need to stop
really
defense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got...
Oh, my goodness. What in the world? Where are you throwing it to? You're not even throwing it to the man.
They're the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Richardson to the air on first down.
Good job, Johnson.
Sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw caught by Pierce.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts are back within a score.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
Good job.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
One timeout.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Downs going in motion left. Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown Colts.
Jonathan Taylor. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
We have to use a timeout.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
Give it to me.
And this
Come on, that was a pick.
effort, but it's knocked away and
that was
incomplete.
A pick.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Come on. Hey, back to 60, back to 60.
Play action. Now Richardson. And he's got Pierce.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Flush to his right.
Hold on to the ball. That's a touchdown.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Downs going in motion left. Richardson on 2nd and 10.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they
I'm
get him again.
Roquan Smith, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Okay.
Or anything like that. It's only from June the 2nd until June the 26th. I think 2 days after here, like June the 9th, Juneteenth, like 19th, they don't go to school. Nobody goes to school because everything's going to be.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following a field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Because I don't have to be at work until most of the time I don't even work. I don't work Monday through Thursday unless I got some extra hours.
But then I know some days when you go in at night, you get off at 8.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Yeah. But then I get off at 8, and I'll be able to, if I do, I'll be able to get there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move.
And
on first
you want me
down.
to still get on the date, all right?
Here's Jackson to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No.
It's not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, work there. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Henry up the middle.
You have to be kidding me.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Stiff-armed him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback.
Come on.
Take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Patrick Ricard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like the offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The cheesy, what do you call it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pick 6.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Richardson from the gun on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
He's going to be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he's brought down.
Here's 1st down.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Richardson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Richardson.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Richardson to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their cut.